Hello everybody, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sergey Baklikov. I fucked the coronavirus and getting back to my daily vlogs. 25th of May 2020, Monday today. I'm in the Kalininsky district of St. Petersburg, Russia, right next to Kalinin Square. Kalinin, one of the most significant Soviet politicians. Here is his square, and you know, this is the city, not the center, but not the border. And here, right on the intersection of Kondratievsky and Kondratievsky Prospects, here is located the monuments, the whole architectural monument, the monument of Constructivism. That's the residential complex, which is known as Kondratievsky Residential Massive. Literally, if translate this, it's Kondratievsky Residential Housing, Kondratievsky Housing Massive. It was built in 1931, and back then it was like an amazing word in the Soviet architecture. Well, it starts here with this building of Kalininsky Univermag, Kalininsky department store. You know, back in those days it was like, oh, cool, you know. It works, but all the rest, the district, where is 12 residential buildings, 4, 5-storied, 60 apartments buildings. Here now they are mostly abandoned, but seems like now waiting for its renovation. They are going to be restored, so let's check it out. Kalininsky Univermag, Kalininsky department store. Here is now the grocery store, fixed price. It's like the store of low prices, and there's a bookmaker, the bets for a sports events. And right behind Kalininsky Univermag, here starts this residential complex, Kondratievsky Residential Massive, Kondratievsky Housing Massive. If literally translate this name from Russian language, from English, you see the facade part, it's completely now covered with the net, some kind of net. That's because these buildings are now in emergency. You know, they were constructed in 1929 to 1931, and already in the end of 1970s they required the repair, and in 2000s already was in an emergency, and the government of St. Petersburg started to resettle the people from here. And this process of a complete resettling stopped only in 2013. Yeah, here it used to be something like one of the central entrances to this housing, which is really looks like a block, like a residential block. The whole district, neighborhoods. It is consisted of 12 residential buildings, 12 about the same residential buildings, 4 5-storied buildings, where 60 apartments in each building, kind of small apartments with no bathrooms. Yeah, the proletariat supposed to wash in a public bathhouses, and pretty small kitchens, you know, dining rooms, because also working class supposed back in those days to eat in a canteens. Now it's almost abandoned. But look, even those back in those days, these buildings hadn't the bathrooms at all, and small kitchens. However, these districts back in 1930s was considered as an elite for a working class. It's not like those temporary wooden low quality barracks, but yeah, this is nice stone buildings. Here is they have their closed territory. You see, back in those days here was like a guard who allowed to get here only for a local residents, and everybody knew each other. It was pretty safe for kids. And look, back in those days, and architects, they worked enough about the projects. You can see from the sky, from the space scale, that it's pretty symmetrical. And the architects also was thinking about the greenery, so we can see the trees here now. These buildings looks kind of depressive, but if we will turn on the fantasy, then we can imagine that here it was not bad at all, at least from the outside. You know, since like 2008 to 2013 to 2019, it was absolutely unknown what will be with these residential buildings, with this district. There was an idea just to demolish it all and to develop a new complex here, but like several years ago, the Commission admitted this as the architectural monuments, as the monuments of Constructivism, and it got under the state protection, the protection of the governments. And now the city government, the government of St. Petersburg, transfers these buildings to the city center for affordable housing, and they are going to renovate it all and to sell an apartments to young families by the social program. So it seems like a part of financing to restore it all. It's going to be financed from the government, from the budget, federal budget or stuff like that, maybe city budget, I don't know. But it's a fact that now everything here is under protection. I saw the security there, so there's a security kiosk where he's staying like 24/7. And you know, the first floors of all the buildings, they are completely closed. All the doors are closed because here used to come many alcoholics, you know, homeless people. They were staying here. Also, the people who were stealing the stuff. But now it's all completely closed. You know, all the buildings here has the address Kondratievsky 40, so that's why among people it's simply known also as 40's block or 40's housing massive. Look, yes, here is everything closed. You know, you can't get through the windows, and the doors are also completely closed. And look, it's interesting that here they do not call the hallways as the hallways, but it's lestnitsa. It's lestnitsa. Wow. That was scary. I know, you know, stepped on it. So, lestnitsa, it's a stairway. This is for the first time I see this or even ever heard about it, that the hallway called the stairway. Look, such a long building. It's a 5-storied building here. But look, it seems like the process of the restore is already started, because this is the building, which is the last building, Kondratievsky 40, how to say, house 12. It's renovated. Look, people are living here also. It seems like some organizations are located on some floors, mostly I guess on the first floors. Here is the car parked. So people are living here, and why not? If they will restore it all, it's going to be pretty good, because yeah, like here inside, you know, it's a pretty closed area. It's not many parking lots, so the space for a playgrounds. Why not? And also, from one side, it's actually possible to redevelop the plan of the apartments here. But in the same time, I'm not sure if it will be able to do, because look, the thing is, once this is a monuments of architecture. Actually, by the law, as far as I know, they have to save it absolutely all same as it used to be. So it have to be restored, not only from outside, but also inside, the way it used to be. But who knows, because let's say there is Nevsky Center Mall in my district next to the square of uprising, the square of revolt. And there's the building which looks like typical 19th century St. Petersburg architecture. That's like the building, but if you will get inside, you will see just completely modern mall, Nevsky Center. So maybe it's easier regarding what is inside, but from the outside they will have to leave it all the way as it used to be. Kondratievsky Residential Massive. Yeah, looks kind of depressive, but I can say that it used to be not bad at all. Look, let's say here, look, the whole alley between the buildings where is no parkings, but here it's definitely, here used to be the playground for kids, and look how many trees which are already big. Probably they used to be very small ones, but you know, this district exists here already for like 90 years. So for 90 years, growing up, kind of, you know, big trees. Yeah, and it's actually cool. It's actually cool now to be here, to explore this piece of history. And look, what a nice balcony some used to have. The balconies, I can see that the balconies, well, first of all, they like have a different size, so like one smaller, one bigger. And look at this corner balconies, also looks pretty good, and back in those days, so Constructivism, if I can say so. Yeah, that's cool, you know. And look, there's the guys also having fun. It seems like the people from neighbor buildings. And look, that's one of another buildings there. It used to be the library and the club and laundry right here. Well, I told you that. Well, right inside they had a library, club, kindergarten, and a laundry. Look, also nice balconies. That's awesome. And seems like they were not stealing too much from inside, because look, most of frames, window frames, however, is still here. And look, here is the electricity. It seems like little by little, but they prepared this for a renovation. Renovation is going to be here. Let's say there goes the works, you know, some fences, and that's, look, that's the little house, if I can say so, the little house of the security guards. So he is looking for, mostly I guess he's looking for homeless and alcoholics, because, yeah, like normal people coming here, but, well, what can you find there? Nothing. Actually, normal, regular people, all they can is just to come here for curiosity. And actually, there's inside, I don't think that there's something to rob. But just, however, they don't have to sit here, because look, let's say there, and one of the windows we can see the steps, the evidence of the fire. Maybe in the summertime the homeless people were coming there and were making the fire. Wow, look, we've got an exclusive possibility to get inside. Just wow. The security guards appear to be a pretty nice guy. Wow. Okay, let's get inside. So, he said that here are mostly 3-room apartments. Not a big room, but yeah, for those days, it was better than Baroque. Almost everywhere is still such an old school wooden window frames. Not sure what it is. Looks like it could be the bathroom, but as I told you, they hadn't bathrooms, only toilets. This room is not that small enough at all. Look. And this one too. I can say that today they are constructing very often not bigger rooms than here's. Well, that's the toilets. Well, just the toilets. And this is a small kitchen, but again, not smaller than in a Khrushchev residential buildings, which were developed 30 years after, even like the storage. Cool. So two apartments on each floor. There's the balcony. Here in this room, the balcony. Okay. Oh. I can't open. Ah, got it. It's just completely blocked there. What's here? Okay. I can say for sure for 1930s, it's definitely what was not the worst housing. The storage. Jesus Christ. I like this old school wooden frames everywhere. And look, actually the walls wasn't that bad. It seems like the wall in between of the hallways, in between of two apartments. Wow. Somebody's bag. Well, okay, I see that all the apartments just all the same. Yeah, look, I went through the hallways. And that hole in the room. Okay, maybe somebody just purchased two apartments later here. And seems like maybe here was the door. Я сейчас там прошел между подъездами. Look, awesome, awesome, awesome frames. Such a tall window. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'm not going to the apartments now because, oh yeah, typical Soviet Union post office box для писем и газет, for letters and newspapers. Okay, the final floor. So I'm not sure how you can get to the roof. Probably only from one hallway. One certain hallway you can get to the roof. It's cool, cool, and look at the door. This door, I will not surprised if it's original door with this number 53. It's just cool. I can definitely feel the power of the spirit of this place. Thanks so much to the security guard. Nice guy, nice guy. At first, when he got to me, I thought, oh, now going to be that frigging story. What are you filming here? Get away from here. But no, nice guy, and opened the hallway for us. Thanks so much. Спасибо. Шикарно. I can say that when I was preparing to this video, I was reading that the apartments are small and stuff like that, but they are really not that small. Well, yeah, there is no bathroom, kitchen is small, really small, but the rooms are just normal, just normal. Well, I already said that actually. Well, some people park the car here, park the cars probably from that neighbor buildings. Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome. It's a real-time monument of Soviet constructivism, kind of brutally architecture. You know, back in those days, it was really cool. The people from all over St. Petersburg, back then Leningrad, was coming here just to look at it, and they were literally like jealous to people who used to live here, because back in those days, many people still lived in a, you know, such a wooden barracks, low quality wooden barracks. So at least such stone buildings, they definitely looked much better. So we now got back to Kondratievsky Prospect. We went through this district. Remember, Kondratievsky Residential Housing, or Kondratievsky Residential Massive, in Russian language Kondratievsky Жил Massive. And here, so it takes the whole block, 12 buildings. And here is the garden, Kondratievsky garden, right next to the residential complex. So it used to be pretty cool here. Yeah, if they will restore it, it would be nice for some young families who can afford only not expensive apartments can live there. And I hope they will be able to redevelop it, at least the way there will be the bathrooms. I hope you really enjoyed this explore of pretty interesting architectural monuments of Soviet constructivism. Stay tuned and keep watching, comment, like, subscribe, and fuck the coronavirus! Fuck the freaking coronavirus! Fuck it! Getting back to life. See you.